Nobody's been talking about this DC movie, but now everybody is going to be talking about it, and this could be the beginning of the new Gunverse, or whatever you want to call it, the new DCU, the reboot that we've been waiting for, and it actually makes a lot of sense in a lot of different ways. Welcome to the Chaos Multiverse, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos, and James Gunn and Peter Safran may have obscurely teased the beginning of the new DCU. And it's very important. I've said before in other videos that the building blocks have to be there, the foundational pieces, Superman, Batman, and James Gunn has already confirmed that those will be there. But what about other pieces that we never really saw in the other DC universe? We didn't see anything like, Green Arrow. We didn't see anything from Black Canary. We didn't see anything from Teen Titans. There's so many things that haven't even been touched when it comes to the DCU. So it's exciting. But now, all eyes are on Blue Beetle. And we just got the first poster, which James Gunn himself put out, and the verbiage, "This is just the beginning." Now, on the outside looking in, you would say, okay, it's just the beginning. It's the beginning for Blue Beetle. They are teasing what's to come in the movie, but other people are taking it and running with it and saying this is the beginning of the new DCU. This is their subtle way of foreshadowing and basically teasing it. Now, James Gunn is co-CEO. He obviously is going to be promoting this, and we know the new slate technically isn't, none of the new slate stuff is going to come until 2024, but this is a very James Gunn-esque way to kick off the new DCU. So, Blue Beetle, all they need to do is get rid of any DCEU references, any Snyderverse references, make this film completely on its own, make sure that it doesn't reference any of the old regime, if you will, and that is a way to start it off in the new one. And a lot of people are chiming in saying, you know what? Blue Beetle's armor is very reminiscent of Iron Man's armor. And wouldn't it be a James Gunn way to go? Maybe pay tribute, homage to how the MCU actually started with Iron Man, who was a lesser-known character at that time, and they didn't have the rights to Spider-Man and things like that. But if they kicked off the new DCU with a less-known hero in Blue Beetle. A lot of people have said they think the best way for the DCU to go about this new start universe is mixing A, B, and C lister superheroes and villains. So, you have Blue Beetle kick everything off, get everybody you attach to him, find that magic sauce. Like I said, Iron Man was not a major player at the beginning of the MCU. It was actually a huge risk that they took when they made that. So why not do it with Blue Beetle? Then you have your major Superman movie. Then you have your Batman. Maybe you bring in Green Arrow. Maybe you bring in a new Aquaman. Maybe you bring in Green Lantern. Maybe you bring in Wonder Woman rebooted with Gal still there. Check that video out. That's actually really interesting. And you could build out the new universe. So maybe Blue Beetle is the catalyst. I wouldn't put it past them, and I wouldn't honestly have a problem with it either. Maybe give us a taste of what's to come, and then we'll get the old movies that don't matter anymore in Aquaman and The Flash, and then we keep going. Maybe 5 years down the road, 6 years down the road, we look back and Blue Beetle is that Iron Man status, and Blue Beetle is the one that saves the entire DC universe a decade down the road. Who knows? I'm just saying. It would be a very James Gunn thing to do to kick it off with an obscure superhero like Blue Beetle. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you soon.